Welcome back to Modern Stage Comics. I'm Gene.
And I'm Kiyoshi.
Today we're going to be going over House of X number 4. Be advised, spoilers ahead. So if you haven't read the comic book, stop watching the video.
Mm-hmm. And then come back after you read it.
And we're back. Dude.
Yeah.
This was kind of sad.
Yeah. So, of course, if you're still here, you read it. Man, everybody
dies.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody dies.
Yeah. We'll speculate after we're done going over a bit. But man, that is like if this is real, like that's
sucks.
real bad.
Yeah.
So like
I mean, they get poetic deaths. Don't get me wrong.
Like they're cool deaths. Well, mostly. Of them. Yeah. First part of the comic, we open up on a Hickman panel.
Yep.
Yeah.
You love those Hickman panels.
Yeah.
This one actually shows the different genocides of mutants, and also shows us a bunch of the leaders of the different mutant hate groups.
Yeah, Purifiers, Reavers, all that. But it does mostly talk about the main two, which is, of course, the Genosha.
Yeah, which was, what was it, 15 million?
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah, 15 million.
Yeah, and then the other one was House of M. Yeah, love House of M.
With Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah, and it actually highlights that they call her the Pretender because she's supposed to be a mutant.
And then we get to Krakoa, and they do this like ritual, right?
Yeah,
or not a ritual, but they're using.
Yeah, they're using it to do long-term communication.
Yeah,
seemingly. It seems like a lot.
Hey, she's far away.
Yeah, but it even says
she's
like
that far away.
That's pretty far.
Okay.
Like, even in the panel, they show there's about 8 of them there, so the Cuckoos are there. And they all have different jobs. So, Beast is for observation.
And then we have an unknown entity with some kind of braided hair.
Yeah, kind of theorizing it's either... I mean, I don't think it's Psylocke. They would just show it Psylocke.
Yeah, it might be Sage.
Yeah. And then the last one is Storm for Invocation. Yeah.
And then Professor X himself as Communication.
Communication. Which, that's really elaborate because, like, Professor X could have just communicated. So that's why it kind of makes me think maybe they're not dead. So, Storm makes, like, a big water projection, and they communicate with Jean Grey in
Which
space.
is really cool. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's over the top. But it does look cool.
It's like Zordon.
Yeah. And then we open up to space, and he's like, well, how's it going, Gene? How's it doing up there?
And Gene's like, it's not good.
Yeah. And the last video, we were like, there's no way they're in that ship. They're already out of that ship.
We were totally wrong.
Yeah. No, they were in that ship.
Yes. And 2 of them died.
Yeah, so which ones? Yeah.
Husk, and we lose Archangel.
Yeah, so Husk didn't get to be cool at all.
No, I thought she was going to be cool. She looked like she was going to be cool on the cover.
Yeah.
But she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She died.
So, yeah, they're dead. Everyone else is injured. They say that Kurt has internal injuries.
Yep.
Wolverine's arm almost fell off.
Yeah, well, they're saying Wolverine's not being himself.
Well, he's half himself or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's pulling himself back together.
Yeah. And I guess Cyclops
hurt.
And Marvel Girl are fine, and obviously Monet.
And Mystique.
Yeah.
So they talk about a plan, what to do now, and they ask Xavier, like, should we still do it?
Yeah.
And he hesitatingly says, do whatever it takes.
And then Cyclops is like, let's get it done.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah, or else the 2 deaths will have been for nothing. They're already there, and they can't leave. So, what other choices do they have?
So they all go off and do their own little missions, right? And then we see that Wolverine is super successful.
Yeah.
He's got a pile of bodies in the background.
Yeah, he gets teleported directly into, like, a bunch of AIM
Yeah.
Scientists, and he just kills.
They're just dead.
All of them. Yeah, it's a giant pile of bodies.
Yeah. And Nightcrawler is also successful.
Yeah. Well, right before that too, they show a little panel of the Omega Sentinel and the scientists talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" And Omega Sentinel's like, "You need to get up because I'm not in command here."
Yeah.
And
before they take orders.
Yeah. And before they even get to do anything, Wolverine and Nightcrawler uncouple the mother mold head. So their plan is to uncouple all 4 couples, so that the mother mold goes back into the shit, falls into the sun.
Yeah.
So already 2's gone, and Omega Sentinel's like, smells like failure, or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, and then
she's like, oh, it's going pretty good. I mean, except for the 2 deaths.
Yeah,
pretty good. I mean, who needed Archangel and Husk anyways, right?
Yeah, right. Well, and then we get to the area in which Monet and Jean Grey, because they stayed behind to keep communication with Krakoa. Mm-hmm. Right? And as they do this, they're about to get boarded. Monet throws Jean Grey into an escape pod.
Yeah. And
Jean Grey's like, I'm not going to leave you behind.
And Monet refuses.
Yep.
Ejects her. And then Monet. Boom. And Monet could probably easily handle all the soldiers. She's like, you picked the wrong fight.
Yeah. What a day you're going to have.
Yeah. Transforms, starts killing everybody. Then they cut back to Monique. I mean, no, Monique.
No, to Cyclops.
Oh, back to Cyclops
first? Cyclops first. And Cyclops does his job with his...
Yeah. So he gets through.
So, third...
And they're like, last couple. Like, you got it, Mystique? And she's like, yeah, I hear you.
She's like, stop yelling at me in my mind.
Yeah.
But then she... I don't know, this part I don't get. Like, why didn't she transform?
Yeah, she was, like, it seemed like she was walking casually in her regular form.
Yeah, and she was like, I got turned around.
That's how she sounds. I got turned around, bub.
No, but she's saying that she got turned around.
Yeah.
And...
Which, I mean, could be the case, but why would you be walking around...
In your regular form. Like, why not transform?
Yeah, so before she can even pull the lever, she tries to make a run for it because she sees the Dr. Smith and Omega Sentinel.
Yes, they interrupt her.
Yeah, so...
And as she reaches, boom, the floor beneath her just goes away.
Push her airlock in. They tried to make her face look pathetic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then there goes... I'm guessing she dies, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't show it, but they do show her falling.
No, she can transform into something that can breathe in space.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Like a space fish. But, so that way, they're not going to be able to get to that lever. So,
yeah.
The only plan...
So, all that's left, they're wondering what to do. Mm-hmm. Right? So, they go and talk to Professor X again.
Yeah.
You know, and I think this is why they needed all of that to happen, like the whole thing
with the projection.
Krakoa, yeah, is so that they're all connected, even the other mutants, because Wolverine was also talking to them.
Yeah, but I don't. That's a lot. They've done that with just one mutant before. Like it's too much. Like I think Professor X with Cerebro could have kept them all connected without any of that.
Well, they're too far.
I guess.
They're too close to the sun.
I guess. But, yeah, so at this point, this is when Professor X says, do it.
Just whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes, yeah.
Yeah. And it's, of course, a suicide plan, so...
And we get a BAMF.
Yeah. It's a really cool scene. By the way.
Oh, yeah, before the BAMF. Sorry.
Yeah. It's Nightcrawler and Wolverine sitting by the window looking at the last coupling.
And Wolverine has very few actual friends. You know, like, I'm talking people that he just considers his friend.
Yeah.
You know, and Nightcrawler is actually one of them.
Yeah. I think the other one is like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He usually has a lot of heart-to-heart talks with him.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool when Nightcrawler, said, "When you see the light, just go towards it, and you'll find me."
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you with
Yeah.
radiance. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. So, Bamf outside.
Boom. Instantly,
Yeah.
Nightcrawler gets incinerated.
Yeah. And Wolverine does the slow walk towards the coupling.
Yeah.
And Master Mold. Oh, we forgot to mention too.
Shoot.
Master Mold gets activated. And Dr. Smith and Omega Sentinel discuss whether it's actually going to be sane because they're activating it early. And it kind of looks like it's not sane because it immediately starts looking at its surroundings and starts applying like Greek mythology to what's going on.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of cool because she goes, if humans made me, then humans are God. Mm-hmm. Right? And you guys are like, what are they called again?
Like creations or titans. She refers to them as titans.
Yeah, as titans who are the, like, I don't want to say bastard children.
Yeah, I forgot to say, but just relating them to the children. And that Mother Mold finds them both wanting.
Yeah.
So humans and mutants are both unnecessary. Which is why Nimrod's the way he is. So Wolverine is about to hit the coupling, and it's trying to stop him with the wires from its mouth. But he hits it.
Wolverine is just, the beast that he is. Yeah. He just destroys everything.
Half of his body gone.
Yep.
Hits the coupling, and then goes down with the ship.
Yeah. I want to say they're getting eaten by the sun or
they're swallowed up by the fires in the sun, but he goes down like a champ.
Oh yeah,
he's clawing the whole way down.
Yeah. Even Cyclops is like the bravest man I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after they hit the last coupling, I guess mission successful, Cyclops tries to get back to the ship. He's telling Gene that so their plan is for Cyclops to get to her and then use his punch force. Use his punch force to punch them towards the towards Earth. So, which is a horrible plan.
Yeah. Well, I don't think even if I think when he was saying that, Cyclops was pretty much going to sacrifice himself just so that
she Gene would
anyways.
Make it. Yeah.
But as soon as that happens, the plan gets canceled.
Yeah. He gets shot in the back by a
Omega Sentinel.
Yeah.
Shoots nanites into Cyclops.
Yeah. So he gets his powers canceled.
Yeah.
And
Omega Sentinel was like, "We're not going to kill you."
Yeah, take you. Yeah.
And then the Doctor.
It's like, we're not taking prisoners.
Not taking prisoners today.
Yeah, shoots his face off. So they show his visor getting shattered.
Yeah, and then Jean Grey. Scott!
Oh, Scott! And then right after that, she gets the construction sentinels come.
Yeah, they finally arrive.
Yeah, and start tearing the pod apart.
Yeah, they tear that pod apart. And next thing you know, Jean Grey comes face to face with the Sentinel.
Face to face. It shoves its face in the pod.
Yeah.
It's like The Shining.
Like, that's what she sees.
Rocket punch.
And I'm assuming that's her end.
Yeah. They cut away and show like a far shot with all the sentinels attacking the pod. So they're all dead.
And then we get faced with no more.
Yeah, so Professor X does... the reference I know this from is like Doctor Who. If any of you watch Doctor Who out there, where he stops the war on Gallifrey, and he's like, no more.
No more.
But really good scene. He cries.
Yeah. He's crying. And then it ends, and I was... Well, first we get these newspaper snippets
of talking about the different exterminations and everything. Yeah, it looks like Professor X is pissed. So, which just goes to show, like we said in the last video, Magneto and Professor X should have just went.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, speculation time. I don't think this happened. Like, if it did, that sucks. But that's a lot of setup for long-range communication when he should have just been able to do that himself. So maybe this didn't happen, and that's just what they're seeing, because he's using Cerebro to trick the humans into thinking they're seeing all this stuff. But I don't know why you'd be crying and stuff. That isn't so. I mean, it's a possibility. It looks like it because by the end, when he's crying, it looks like that's actually what happened.
It's real, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that maybe, you remember in issue 2 of House of X when Destiny was like, if you make all the right choices, you might have an 11th life. So I think this is the setup for the 11th life.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna have to be at this point. I mean, they've already previewed a bunch of the new comics, and all those people are alive.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they didn't preview them. I mean, in a way,
especially if they were gonna do this. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, now I know it's
like I know something's gonna happen where they all come back to life.
Yeah.
Which it's obvious. They're not gonna kill the X-Men. But in a way, I guess it kind of spoiled it. I know everything's going to be okay now.
Yeah. Well, also, on a side note, Jean Grey, absolutely useless.
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
She's the worst Omega level mutant I've ever seen.
She was the telephone, bro.
Yeah. Because I was all talking her up last episode, like, oh, she's just going to read their minds. They're not going to blow up. And
no, she didn't read anyone's
do
minds.
anything. Didn't make a telekinesis, nothing. She just died.
Yeah. I guess that brings us to the end.
Yeah, short episode. But, I mean, really, always say, really good issue.
Yeah. I don't know. We're trying something different. Mm-hmm. We're going to do our best to film the day the comic book comes out.
Yeah. Try to get it out a little bit early. That's why we have the spoiler warning in the beginning.
Yeah, and this week you're going to get our episode 6.
Yeah, pretty much back to back.
6 and 7 are going to be back to back.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll try to get it out a little bit early. Hope you enjoy.
Yep.
And we're planning on doing more content, too, so maybe a couple more releases during the week. Gene and I will probably split off and do a couple different things just so we can get more content out. And hopefully you enjoy it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what you thought of this issue.
And what you want to see going forward. Do you want us to cover other things? If you like hearing us rant.
Yeah. We still plan on doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But
like the video. It really helps us out.
Mm-hmm. Hit the bell for notifications.
And don't forget to subscribe. Mm-hmm. I'll catch you later.
Bye.